Hi everyone, I'm Brian. Thanks for joining the channel. Today, we're diving into the complex situation taking place in Niger, a West African country. If you don't know where that's located, check out this map, get yourself situated with where they're located. So Niger is a landlocked nation, rich in oil and other mineral reserves. Niger faces a trifecta of challenges right now as we speak. For one, there's been a rebel attack and diplomatic disputes with their neighbor Benin, and a stalled project in the works. So let's unpack what's been happening over there. So recent articles came out talking about the issues happening in Niger. So check them out. So this is one of the articles. It says Niger considers routing oil through Chad after Benin dispute. And then the other interesting article that came out also said, it says Niger dispute with Benin, rebel attacks force junta to look for alternative oil export routes. So that's why we're talking about this today. The issues surrounding Niger just keep getting worse and no solutions have been found yet. So first, let's talk about Niger's oil pipeline dreams. So imagine a pipeline that stretches nearly 2,000 kilometers in length, snaking its way from Niger's Agadem oil field to the port of Benin. This China-backed project promised to transform Niger into a major oil exporter, boosting its economy by nearly 7%, which all sounds great, doesn't it? But unfortunately, things haven't gone according to plan. A rebel group called the Patriotic Liberation Front emerged soon after the coup that took place in 2023. And upon their arrival on the scene, they've attacked an oil pipeline which stretches from Niger to Benin, and threatening further disruptions unless the $400 million deal with China is scrapped. This group opposes the junta that took power in the coup last year. That coup, which ousted Niger's democratically elected president, which was the former President Bazoum, is at the heart of another major problem. Neighboring Benin, along with other Western African nations, condemned the takeover and closed their borders with Niger. This tense situation spilled over to the oil project. So let's look at how Benin fits into this puzzle as well. Benin shut down the pipeline, accusing Niger of harboring a security threat. Niger retaliated by keeping its borders closed, accusing Benin of hosting French troops, seen as a potential destabilizing force within the region. Both countries are losing out, Niger on its oil exports, and Benin on the transit fees it would receive from the whole project. Both parties also stand to lose economically because they seem to have had good relations in terms of cross-border trading that took place years ago, before all of this took place. On one hand, Benin was exporting a lot of goods and services all the way into Niger, and obviously they have customers over there who were purchasing their products, and now they're also losing not only the oil revenue they would have received, but also the other goods and services that were transiting between the two borders. So now, with the China-Benin pipeline on hold, Niger is desperately looking for alternatives. So what are the options? Routing the oil through Chad and potentially Cameroon are on the table. However, this will require building a whole new pipeline. Funding investors will be challenging. Will China be on board again after they poured in so much money to build the current pipeline and facing a whole new set of logistic challenges? So they are in a really tricky spot right now. So let's look ahead. Niger's situation is a tangled web of potential instability, resource struggles, and regional tensions. The oil pipeline, once a symbol of hope, now hangs in the balance. Resolving the conflict with Benin, addressing the rebel threat, and finding a viable alternative route are crucial steps for Niger to get its oil flowing again and its economy back on track. In the meantime, thanks for joining us today. We'll keep an eye on the developments in Niger and bring you all the updates and stories that unfold over the coming months. Hopefully, Niger and Benin come to a resolution very soon, because Niger can't really afford to reroute elsewhere. They already have an oil pipeline that's already built and ready to go. So they need to come to the table with Benin, and all egos need to be left at the door whilst they negotiate and come to good terms with one another. They both stand to benefit massively if all of this gets resolved very, very soon. So in the meantime, let's get talking about this topic in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. And in the meantime, if you haven't, please subscribe. I'd love to see you again on the next video. Until then,